Is it okay to bring reading material into a group restroom? Is it okay to bring a Kindle into any restroom, especially a group one? That's from Bored in the Bathroom.
Oh,
that's easy. No and no.
Well, there's so many questions here. The first being, what isn't a group restroom?
God, I would love a private restroom.
This is Jeremy's bathroom. No one can come in here but Jeremy.
You gotta, like, fingerprint lock to get in.
Man, that would be fucking great, though, wouldn't it?
That would be so good.
You would.
I would also like to posit, like, to go, true to the name, and have an actual group restroom. And I'm just like, everybody goes in at the same time. It's like, let's do this.
Well,
what are you reading?
They have those, Travis.
They have those. They're called restrooms.
No, I'm saying, like, get rid of the walls and everything.
Oh, you're talking...
Okay, you're a kind of open plan.
That's
restroom.
Yeah,
the
like,
worst thing I've ever
done by
heard.
Frank Lloyd Wright, you know? This is my bathroom falling
Frank
off.
Lloyd Wright was fucking nasty.
But
I'm making some falling water over here. That's a Frank Lloyd Wright joke.
You know, he actually built a house like that was like based on a desert, and there were no walls and nothing separating like the kitchen and bedroom and bathroom.
Yeah.
Like just wherever you were in the house, you could see every other part of the house, and I think that's gross.
The toilet was right in the middle of the living room because he was so fucking nasty.
Mm-hmm. Frank Lloyd wrong.
Dirty boy.
Frank Lloyd wrong.
Frank Lloyd Dirty Boy sounds like a pretty good hip-hop name. So like Soulja Boy tell him? Frank Lloyd Dirty Boy. It's got a good cadence to it.
I'm not sure. I don't think there's a big problem with it. I think that if you are carrying a let's say a magazine. If you're carrying a magazine, I think it's okay to have one in the bathroom. I don't think it's okay to be spotted carrying one to the bathroom.
I think it says too much. Like, hey, I'm gonna go settle in for a while.
I'm getting cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
if you need me for like the next 20 minutes, you know where I'll be.
a Kindle, absolutely not. Because if you drop that between your legs, it electrifies the water, and the water might splash up and shock your gooch.
Yeah.
That's science.
Science.
That's scientific dispersion of electricity immersed in water splashed on gooch.
The reason I would never use a Kindle in the bathroom is because you're paying a lot of money for that and for that service, and then that's always going to be your poop Kindle.
Yeah. I like to leave my iPhone 4 outside of the restroom whenever I use it.
You stay right here. I'll be right back.
Don't let anybody steal you.
Make sure you scream.
Do not wander off. I don't know. I think that it's fine to bring material in, but
I don't do...
How much time are you spending in this
I don't
room?
do anything in the restroom. And let's try and keep this as not gross as possible. When I'm in the restroom, I'm doing restroom stuff, and I'm out. I don't bring my Game Boy in there. I don't bring my Game Boy. I don't have a Big John's bathroom buddy, or whatever it's called. I just get in there, I get it done, and then I leave, and I go do other things. Justin's laughing because Justin fucking posts up, like, brings the TV in.
Barricades the door.
Yeah, he's like, I'm watching Man vs. Food. I can't leave middle ep.
I'm halfway through this strudel. What am I supposed to do?
Man versus Food would be an ironic choice because you're always at the losing end of that.
God bless it.
There should be a show called Seriously Man vs. Food. That's just him on the restroom after he just ate 36 chili dogs.
That's the thing they never tell you about Man versus Food. In the end, the food always escapes the fight. It always runs through the hills.
And when it doesn't, God help us all.
Can that show just be called Food versus Man? Food Strikes
Other
Back.
news, TV personality Adam, what's his face, has died today. And in the challenge of Man versus Food, food has won.
Yeah, he tried to eat all the spaghetti, and then on the toilet, he just died from it.
I feel like if I don't bring something into the bathroom, what I'm saying is I really want to focus on what I'm doing.
Yeah,
you
should.
Focus on the sin.
Yeah. How are you not, like, buckling down and just get in, get out?
What kind of dirty boys are you? I like to distract myself from that evil, and you guys like to really, like...
I run my bathroom time like a fucking pit crew.
Yeah.
I am in and out. I got a stopwatch going, zzz, 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 and I'm out.
What happens down there, I don't know what kind of situation you have. It doesn't happen. You know, you got to make it happen, and I can't.
I feel like magazines are the epidurals of the bowel movement process. You need
They make sure you're dilated comfortably.
Right, exactly.
You guys both work from home though, so what you don't get is that moment when somebody walks up and grabs the doorknob.
Oh, Travis, listen. We're on the same team here. Don't try and.
Oh, I know. But what I'm saying is,
I live in constant fear of that, even when I'm at home by myself.
you know what the worst word in the English language is to say out loud?
Occupied?
Occupied. Yeah. Because it always is said in fear.
Okay, please no.
Occupied, please don't.
My penis is out of everything. You would see everything if you came in here.
And now you know that I was making deuce.
Everything.
Ugh. And the worst is when that happens, and then they stay outside the door waiting for you to come out. And you have to, like, quietly open the door and
Can
say...
we agree that the proper etiquette, if you try a knob and it is locked...
You run away as fast as
I feel like it is your social responsibility, social contract, to not be in that person's field of view.
No, they have to think it was a ghost or the wind.
They cannot
something must have fallen against the doorknob.
I will sometimes go 30 feet away, wait till I hear the door open, and then reapproach. Just to say, I don't know.
Flank it. You come in from the left.
There was some real dickhead over here grabbing doorknobs.
He ran away twisting his mustache. You know, there was a moment when we were in Chicago for Griffin's birthday and doing the live show last year where we went to that brunch place and the men's restroom was occupied and one of the hostesses was like, oh, you can just use the women's. And I was like, okay, because I felt pressure to do it. So I'm in the woman's and I'm using the bathroom and somebody does the knob when I'm in the women's restroom.
no.
And so then I come out and there's a lady standing there waiting
Travis,
to use the restroom.
do you know what the problem? Do you know where your folly was in there?
What?
When you went in the fucking women's restroom, what?
The hostess told me to
Yeah,
do
you
it,
should
and I
say,
didn't wanna
oh,
do
thanks
it.
for the
No.
advice, hostess, but fuck right off. I have my own restroom that I'm supposed to use.
There are labels on these doors for a reason.
What I find funny is that we live in fear of that when the worst that will happen if somebody opens, if they get past the lock, which, let's be honest, sometimes they do. Sometimes you're dealing with a Danny Ocean out there that can get in that restroom. The worst that's going to happen is they look in, they see that you're in the restroom. They probably don't even hang out long enough to see, your thighs.
Oh no, they close that
Guys,
door
they
so
close
quick,
it right
it's
away.
amazing.
But it's like I live in fear of the fact that somebody's going to come in and be like, let me see your butthole. spread your cheeks. Let me see everything. Like, that's not, show your world to me. Like, that just won't happen.
Get out of here, Dave Matthews!
Let's be honest though. Like, let's get real frank here. On those rare occasions when you do open the door on somebody using the bathroom because they forgot to shut it, isn't the thought that goes through your head, gotcha. Hey, gotcha.
Seen it all.
My thought is, well, now it's sad that I'll never be able to acknowledge their existence again.
Yeah.
Wow, we had a good run. But I can never see you again.
Well, guess I gotta quit this job. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Ask Tom.
Put in my number 2 weeks' notice.
I want to hear Kevin's last question. But first, some quick housekeeping. We have forums.